Hello everyone. Think before you speak. This is the topic what we are learning through the chapter 3.4 of 9th standard. In our previous video we have seen that we should think before utter a word. And at the end of the video we have seen that a young man went to his spiritual teacher and he asked him some suggestion to amend the situation, and the situation was that he had used some harsh word to his friend and now he wanted to correct his mistakes. So my dear friend, let us see what was the suggestion given by that spiritual teacher to that person. The wise teacher gave him a fresh sheet of blank paper and a pen. He said to the young man, "Write down on this paper all the harsh things you said to him." The young man did as he was told and showed the paper to the teacher. The young man was asked by the teacher. The teacher ordered or asked the young man to note down all the harsh words into the paper. The young man done the same and showed the paper to the spiritual teacher. स्पिरिचुअल टीचर ने यंग मैन से ये कहा कि आप अपनी जो भी वर्ड्स यूज़ किया था वो सारे वर्ड्स को उस पेपर और पेन के थ्रू पेपर पे लिख लीजिए, और उस यंग मैन ने वही किया जो उसे इंस्ट्रक्शन उस टीचर ने दिया. Now tear up this sheet of paper into as many small bits as you can, the wise teacher said. Soon the single sheet was torn into 100 tiny bits of paper. Throw the bits out of the window, the teacher told him. That was easily done. It was a windy day and the tiny bits were scattered far and wide even as the young man watched. My dear friend, after seeing the harsh word noted down into the paper, the teacher asked that person to tear up the paper sheet, and he did the same. It is very easy to do it, and he did. And thereafter the young person was asked by the spiritual teacher to throw all these tiny bits out of the window. And it was not a very hard task to done and easily done by that young person. And because of windy day, all these tiny bits of paper are scattered everywhere. What happened next? The teacher said, "Now go out into the street and collect as many bits of the paper as you can," the teacher ordered him. The young man was taken aback. But will be difficult, he stammered. "It will be difficult indeed, but do give it a try," the teacher suggested. My dear friend, the teacher ordered that person to go out into the street and collect those tiny papers, and the young man told that it will be a very difficult task to do, but teacher suggested just try it, just go and do it. Young man tried, went out. He returned half an hour later, exhausted. He had not been able to get hold of a single torn bit from the paper he had torn up just a while earlier. This is what happens with the spoken word. The teacher said to him, "Once you have spoken the word aloud, it is very difficult to take them back. Therefore, learn to think before you speak in anger." My dear friends, what happened here? The incident shows that the spiritual teacher asked that person to collect all the tiny bits from the street, but that person was unable to collect those tiny bits of paper from the street, and the spiritual teacher told him that this is the same thing happens with our spoken word. If a word is told by us, said by us, uttered by us, it is not easy to control them. It is impossible to get them back. That's why we should think before speak. My dear friends, normally we say with our surrounding pupils is not very difficult, but when we are in anger or in off mood, it is not very easy to hold the situation. जब हम नाराज़ हों, उदास हों, उस सिचुएशन में जब हम कोई वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं, जब कोई बात करते हैं, तब वो डेफिनेटली उस सिचुएशन पे निगेटिवली इफ़ेक्ट कर सकती है. एट दोज सिचुएशंस वी शुड बी काम एंड वी शुड थिंक बिफोर स्पीक. बिकॉज व्हाट इज़ द रीज़न? क्या रीज़न है कि हमें कुछ कहने से पहले सोचना चाहिए? द रीज़न इज़ वेरी सिंपल दैट बिल्कुल एक पेपर के टुकड़ों की तरह, जैसे छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में एक पेपर को कट कर दिया जाए और यदि वो हवा में उड़ा दिया जाए, उसके बाद उन टुकड़ों को कलेक्ट करना आसान नहीं होता. बिल्कुल उसी तरह एक बार आपने कोई बात कह दी, एक बार आपने कोई शब्द उच्चारित कर दिया, उसके बाद उसका प्रभाव जो लोगों पर पड़ रहा है उसे आप वापस नहीं ले सकते. दिस इज़ द moral of that task given by the spiritual teacher to the young man. So my dear friends, you all should think before speak, especially when you are in anger or not in relaxed mood. You should think before speak, and this is the way to control all the situations in our life. So just learn how to think before speak.